half forward flank position. Off hands. Heffernan did well to Brown of Melbourne. Brown now spearing the kick to Bruce. Did it well. Found some space. Onto the right boot. Kick towards the Spring Hill to Robertson. And Nates from behind. Oh, he's on Stong already. Well, second grab inside 50, Gary.
We often say, Eddie, that if he kicks the first one, David Nates is in for a big afternoon. Now, he has missed his first set shot. He needs to get back on the horse very quickly. Twice he's been on the end of a Cameron Bruce pass. I'm not sure you want Russell Robinson right there, but when you got hands like that, doesn't tend to matter.
David Nates lining up for goal. Beautiful reverse angle shot. Gives it a bit of height, usually he does, and on this occasion, he gives it everything. Splits the middle. 1-1 to David Nates. That's the Melbourne score, and scores a level at the MCG.
Pretty important. He got another shot pretty quickly, Natesy, and he did. Now, whoever's on Cameron Bruce has got to tighten up as well, because if you give him too much room and too much space, then he is going to hurt you and hurt you pretty badly. Great mark, by the way. That is a contested mark in the true sense of the word. So David Nates has started well. Quality player, and well, he's going to have his hands full. Ty Zantac.
It took half an hour to calm him down. Had to give him a cold shower after the game last night. Uze, the Bowden, who's done it well. He's the man who's filling the hole. But Gary's called it a free kick to Nates for holding against Zantac. We need to have a good look at this one.
Well, this is born out of the fact that David Nates is just physically too big, too strong for Ty Zantac, and he gets desperate.
Let's have a look. Oh, please.
Yeah, it would have had to have been earlier than that, because there is absolutely nothing in that from Ty Zantac.
I don't think they met before that, Gary.
No, well, it's a shocking decision. Well, may you shake your head, Ty.
Good Gelly.
It's our mate out there, Colin Ralston, has been known to blow the whistle early before, Ed.
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Nates kicks his second.
No, it's a soft one. It's a soft one that the Tigers can't afford to have at this particular stage. David Nates looms as the biggest obstacle on the ground for well, there's no free kick there, so something must have happened before then. I don't know whether we've got another shot of it. Well, otherwise it's just
he's got it wrong.
Horrible call. But he does loom as the biggest obstacle, David Nates. 2 early goals.
Was running to the pocket, made the angle hard of every step. The kick out is taken and marked by Green. Green gets it away to Wheatley. Wheatley now looks up, kicks to the forward 50. Good looking kick too. Beautiful kick. Vardy just ran onto it nicely. Handball over to Brock McLean. Steps around. Here's another first-year player who does not look at all uncomfortable in senior football. Brock McLean. That was magnificent stuff. And the skipper did the right thing and held the mark. Will line up from 15 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
That was a beautiful kick too, Ed. It was a sensational kick, because David Nates, he slipped when he led, and then he just saw Brock McLean here. He said, oh, I'm going to buy some time. Then realised that he had the big body in front of Ty Zantac. All he had to do was put it in the little gap and space in front of the key forward and let him move into it at his own time.
So Nates has 2 goals, all in that first quarter. This first to the Ponsford stand end. Just squeezed it through. I think he's got it. His 3rd goal, David Nates.
He's been hanging on. Hanging on might be the wrong phrase to use, but Ty Zantac's been going okay. Don't underestimate that little bit of play there from Brock McLean. That is just a class act. Sums up the situation. There you go. Slips, buys himself some time with the balk. There he is. Just says, put it out in front of me, and then it's a long way around for Ty Zantac. That's wonderful footy.
Are really under the hammer at the moment. Beautiful play by Johnson. Just picked it up on the run. Magnificent stuff. And Bruce takes the mark. And that's the sort of spark we're talking about, Gary, from Johnston.
Yeah, good was the pickup.
Up towards Holland. Oh, he's got him all day. And Ben Holland takes a beautiful mark. He has kicked 3 goals. And we'll need to hoof this all the 51 metres. But he's a confidence player, and his tail's up. Look at that. Gives it off to Brown. Neats.
Too
easy. Yeah. Wasn't much Zantuck could do, I don't think.
No,
but,
not much support for Ty Zantuck.
Yeah, nothing there at all. No one in the hole.
The setup was a smart kick by Holland to come back into the middle. Gives then Nathan Brown the option of coming straight, going long, coming over this side of the ground. But then it just opened up beautifully for Neatsy.
So David Neitz to stamp himself as the premier goal kicker on the ground today. From just inside the 50, a lovely kick is on its way. And he stems the tide of Tiger goals.
Well, this is part of this whole education process for Richmond. I mean, if we got a long look at this, they've just got to work this area harder. They've got to know that Neitz would be a primary target. They've got to try and push back. The wingers have got to push back into the hole. Andy Cracker was sort of getting there, but was just a bit late. I mean, that's where they've got to start to work harder for each other. But David Neitz, again, he's got 4 goals on the board before three-quarter time without really dominating proceedings. Down a number on Kane Pettifer since Pettifer kicked 3 goals early in the match. Barely touched it since Broadbridge has moved on to him.
Johnson playing the advantage, finds the ball in the middle with a lovely place kick to Bizzle.
Up the corridor, the difference is stark.
Short ball to Jeff White, traps it, can let rip from here, unselfishly dished off to the lead of Neitz. And Neitz will line up virtually straight in front, about 25 metres out.
You could not have given a better contrast. Richmond came wide around the outside. They went to the Ottens lead that ended up just on the boundary. Melbourne win possession, rebound, and they came straight down the middle of the ground. And it ends up in the hands of their skipper out in front of goal.
This for goal number 60 on the season, David Neitz. He's kicked 4 today. Led and marked strongly. And there's the confronting task. And there is the result. Never in doubt. Neitz has 5 and 60 for the year.
He's coming back into a bit of form too, David Neitz, which is great to see coming into the finals. Just battled to kick a goal or two, which was probably a good thing in the end for Melbourne because they had to find other avenues to goal. But he's come back nicely. He's got 5 today. He had 6 last week. And just as we head towards September, his leadership and poise and composure and strength over the footy is going to be a real key factor.
And there is no spark in this game at all. Zantuck. Underground handball. Houlihan has robbed to Dravicevic. Here's a chance now. If Robbo can pick it up, this time can he kick a goal? He won't worry about it. He kicks it to his captain. That's one way to curry favour with the boss. And the boss kicks goal number 6.
Cameron Bruce, 31 possessions. He's had this. He's taken 7 marks. He's put it inside 57 times. He's rebounded it outside 50 twice. And quite surprisingly and unusually, in a scoreline that reads 19 goals 11, has not registered a score. Won't stop him from getting top votes on the ground, Brian. He has been dominant.